Hello, 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 hello everybody. Hello and welcome to another Facebook Friday, a Frillici Friday as Sandra likes to call it. I think that's so cute. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully you all had a good week. Let's see, actually I have my puppy here today. There was another friend of mine that asked me, do you have a dog? Because she said sometimes on the videos she can hear the little clip, 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 clip of the feet. So Leo, come here, buddy. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Yeah, come here. I'm going to lift him up because he's a little guy, okay? Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Let's see you. Yeah, so this is Leo. You guys want to say hi, Kim? This is Leo. He's like, what are we doing up here? Are you going to give me kisses? Yeah. So Leo is a Shih Tzu. Oops, let's see. Is your... There, yeah. He probably needs a good scrub or brush or something. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Sandra. This is Leo. He's saying hi. Good morning. Hi, Marianne. How are you? Yeah, he's not always with me. He kind of goes back and forth between the houses. And, oh, thank you, Wendy. Yeah, he is pretty darn cute, isn't he? He's the only dark he has left on him is on his face. He's really... very kind of white tan. I don't know if you guys can see him. He used to have a lot more like darker markings, but anyway, yeah, this is Leo. So if you hear the little clip, clip, clip of the feet on the wood floors, this is, oh, I know it's time for a nap, isn't it, Leo? So yeah, that's Leo. So yeah, anyway, like I said, hopefully everybody's having a good week. I don't know what is going on. Ever since I've been back from the cruise, you know how you kind of feel, I don't know if you've been on a cruise before, right? You kind of feel like your body's doing this. For like 2 weeks now, my body feels like it's kind of, and somebody said, you know, I knew another friend that happened to after a cruise. So I don't know, man, I'm ready for like a good night's sleep and to wake up and to have that woozy, whooshy, like kind of, you know, like I'm still riding on a boat feeling gone. So maybe tomorrow will be the day. But yeah, it's been like 2 weeks to the day that we got off that ship and I'm still kind of doing this, you know, where you might like walk into the wall, like going sideways kind of a thing. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Oh, this weekend, holy mackerel. We have our 30-year like high school class reunion, which I'm not like, you know, I kind of, you know, whatever. Do I want to go? Do I not want to go? I mean, gosh, 30 years, it's been a long time, right? So everybody's a lot different than when we were in high school. But two of my very, very, very best friends from high school are going to be back in town and we're getting together tonight. So that's especially fun, is to be able to see them and connect with them and their husbands, or one has a husband, one has a new fiance. So I haven't met him yet. So yeah, I'm excited about that, just to kind of reconnect with everybody. Hi, Maddie. Good morning. Yeah, and that's about it, other than trying to like get back into the swing of things, which I don't know, once you go on vacation it's kind of hard to like, gosh, that sure was fun, right? It's hard to get back into the swing of things. So anyway, hopefully everybody's doing great. I think we're going to dive right in because I have class at 1 o'clock today. So I'm going to, last week went super long. So I'm going to try not to do that this week. Let's see, what is, I've got to scroll back. I don't know. You guys even, yeah, you might even see my finger doing that. Yes, it is. You're right. It is more fun, isn't it, Marianne? Spending the one-on-one time, she's saying, is, yeah, I know. So we'll go and like make an appearance and see. Let's see. Aren't you sweet, Sandra? She says it doesn't look like a 30-year reunion, maybe 20. Well, I don't know. I'm not feeling it these days, but thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. So yeah, I know it's kind of hard to believe that 30 years. So, okay, yeah. So let's go ahead. We're going to do our drawings. We have the first drawing in my little paper pumpkin bag. For the, actually, you know what? I didn't pull these out last week. So let me show you these because I actually happened to open them maybe after the fact. So we are drawing for, these are called the Best Route Enamel Shapes. Hi, Joyce. How are you? So you guys need to see these because they're, ooh, shoot, one of them stuck to the little sticky on the thingy. But they're really, really cute. So here, this is one. I thought they kind of look like, you know, like, map markers. Oh, and I see these kind of moved a little bit. Sometimes that happens. But oh, now one's on my finger. Okay, that's not working very well. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, okay, so be good there, okay? So yeah, so I didn't realize this. So the little map markers, but then they've also got the little enamel shapes in the different colors and sizes. So that's one sheet. There are a lot in this little pack here. And then some more fun, so some stars and some little arrows too in the 4 different colors also. So this is a great pack of embellishments. I only kind of saw the markers last time. You know, they're all in the package, all covered up. So yeah, this is an awesome little package. I'm gonna have to buy another pack so I can have some to use, right? So, okay, that's what we're giving away. So, let me pop these back in here so they stay intact, hopefully. Okay, there. All right, good, got that. All right, so here we go. Oh, good. Joyce's grandson, Patrick, updated her. She's saying, yeah, so she could get on to Facebook Live today. Good. Patrick takes good care of you. It's always good to have those kids around to help with the technology. Yeah, you know that, off track already, right? That Stampin' Up! Speaker that I showed you guys, this one that we got last week. I was like, hey kids, can you show me how to hook this up to my phone? Well, apparently you just need Bluetooth. So as long as you have that, like you push this button and then you like connect it on your phone under settings. So it was super, super easy because I was like, oh, this is going to be really complicated, but it wasn't. So yeah, and my point is those kids, they know everything though, so it's really handy. Okay, so here, finally, we're really going to do this drawing. 1 entry for commenting and 3 entries for sharing with a comment. And the winner is, I've got one in my hand. Oh my goodness, Sandra, you are living so well. This month of August is for you. Look at that. Nice job, Sandra. So you will be receiving these cute little Best Route enamel shapes in your next package from me. So congratulations, Miss Sandra. And let's see, I'm going to dump these out. Bear with me one moment while I get myself organized here. So I want to show you guys what we're going to draw for next week. 1 entry for commenting, 3 entries for sharing with a comment as usual. I just so appreciate it. I love getting all your comments. It's so fun to kind of hear what everybody has to say about everything, and questions too are awesome. And then I really love the sharing too. I just so appreciate sharing, especially to any other groups that you're a part of. I really, really appreciate that because that really helps me connect with others as well, which is, oh my gosh. Sandra, that's cute. Hi, Sandra's husband. Hi, Mr. Johnson. How are you? I hope you're having a good morning. And yeah, your wife has been really, really lucky these days in these drawings. So isn't that awesome? Okay, so as I'm talking, I'm opening up already. These are called the Blossoms Elements. So they come in this little package right here. And I have to show you guys 3 different colors of these teeny tiny little baby roses. So can you see that one is like a petal pink, I'm gonna say, and then maybe Calypso Coral. Doesn't that kind of look like Calypso Coral, right? And then one more yellow, I don't know, maybe So Saffron. I wasn't gonna say fart, but I did. I feel like these, what are they part of? Like maybe that tea room suite. I don't even know for sure, but I don't know. Can you see? I don't want to dump them all out, but that's what we're going to draw for this week, is this package of those cute little Blossoms Elements. So they're kind of a, you know, that, do they even say, I don't know what they're made out of, but you know, plastic is probably, I mean, they're kind of plastic, but yeah, they're just super cute. And then, so they're not very big either, if you can kind of get the idea. That's the back of it. So you're just going to stick a glue dot on the back and then pop it right on your project. So they're really, really sweet. I'm trying to see 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you get 6 of each color of them. So that's what we will draw for this week, is these cute little blossom, or next Friday, I guess I should say, the blossom accents. So now we're going to jump right in and do our other drawing. I did put the names in here. So this is the drawing. If you put an online order in last week, Friday, Facebook Live time through Wednesday, this past Wednesday at midnight, your name went in the drawing for the maps, etc. Dynamic textured impressions embossing folder. So it's one of these really cute. And I didn't get I was thinking I got a swap, but I just saw, oh, thank you. I'm like, I forgot, I should have mentioned this. This, I was thinking about it because of our trip. We got these t-shirts on the Mediterranean cruise a couple of years ago. Kind of feel with that really pretty blue. There was something about that. There was a lot of like that pretty blue theme with the turquoise that was part of that Mediterranean cruise trip theme, I guess. So thank you, Kim. I know, I love it too, and I forget about it. It gets buried in my t-shirt drawer. So, okay, so we are gonna draw, if you put at least a $30 online order and your name went in the drawing, you're definitely gonna get the projects that I demonstrated last week. So I'll be sending those out shortly. And then one of you is gonna get this embossing folder. So I've got my little paper pumpkin bagging in here, and I've got my names in here for the drawing. And let's see who is gonna be the lucky winner. I don't even want, I'm not even gonna say anything. Okay, Jerry Grover, isn't that funny? So Sandra's name was in here, and I was like, oh my gosh, someone's gonna think it's rigged if I draw her name like 2 times last week and 2 times this week. But she puts online orders in really regularly too, so that obviously helps her odds. So Jerry Grover, congratulations, Jerry, you are the winner of the Maps, etc. embossing folder. Yeah, and not to say, yeah. So Gwen, yes, hi Gwen, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great morning. Okay, so we'll get that out to you, or Jerry, I'll see you at the stamp studio. So I'll have that embossing folder for you down at the stamp studio. So now, this week, if you put in that online order of at least $30 between now and next Wednesday at midnight, your name is gonna go in the drawing to win. This is an awesome, you're crying, I'm sorry, Sandra. Oh my gosh, I know. It's so sad, isn't it? Okay, so this is the Regals 6x6. I have to show you designer series paper. So this is the pack of paper. So these are stripes. Can you guys see in all of our Regals colors? Oh, you're laughing. Okay, good. I'm like sticking my nose right in there. This is like one of those, like, what are those emojis? Okay, I got some laughing and some crying emojis. Oh my gosh, I love this paper though. This is gonna be one of those days, ladies. Like I'm living on fumes, I think, so like it's gonna feel a little nutty around here. But oh yeah, I think I like, so those are the stripy sides, but I think I even like the polka dots better. Oh my goodness. So all 10 colors of the Regals in here, you get 2 sheets of each. Some of them have big polka dots, some of them have little polka dots. So you technically get 4 of each color, and then they've got stripes, skinny stripes and fat stripes, basically. So your name goes in the drawing to win that awesome pack of designer series paper on next Friday's Facebook Live. And I will tell you too, these paper packs are awesome. So they come in all of our color collections, so brights, regals, subtles, neutrals, and then both of the in color packs. So this year's 2018-20 in color packs, or colors, in colors, and then the 2017-19 in color pack. So there's 6 different ones to choose from. And because this pack has 10 colors, you only get 2 sheets, but the in colors, there are only 5 colors, so you get 4 of each sheet. So yeah, I love these paper packs. So they've been great for like background to put on a card. So, all right, quick reminder about bonus days. So that's going the whole month of August. For every $50 you spend in the month of August, so accumulated on one order, $50 in product before tax and shipping, you're gonna get one $5 coupon, bonus days coupon, for every $50. So if you spend $100, you get 2, 150, 3, and so on. They email those to you, so you have to make sure you have a good email address on file, because as soon as you submit your order, the email address on file on your customer profile receives an email with those bonus day coupons. And then you need to keep those in a safe place, because then you can use those on an order in September. And you'll see, like if you go to put an online order in right now, you would see like a little, usually it's kind of down, I always like have to like kind of be visual, down at the bottom, and I can't remember if it's on the left or the right side, but there's like a little box and it says coupon code. So those are what you're gonna, it's like, I don't know, it's forever, like letters, numbers long. So just copy it out of your email and then paste it in that little box when you put an order in September. And if you spent $500, okay, do the math, you're gonna get $25 coupons. So then you could use all 20 of those coupon codes on one order in September, or you can spread them out, whatever you want to do. But you can use, somebody asked me that, I think Sandra, you asked me that last time. You can use all of your coupons all on one order. So yeah, okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on that, but it's still going through the end of the month, okay? Nikki, good morning, how are you? So yeah, that was my one reminder I wanted to make sure everybody knew about. And then also, so you guys remember the two projects that I demonstrated on last week's Facebook Live with the, what's it? Well, it's the Color Your Season products, but it's the blended season stamp set, the stitched season framelits, and then I may have forgotten to mention there's a new pack of watercolor pencils in, I think it's 10 new colors. So those are available right now, the stamp set, the framelits, and the watercolor pencils during the month of August only. They did say that the watercolor pencils will probably be available in a future publication. So no word on when that would be exactly, but the stamp set and framelits you can only get during August. And they keep saying it's only while supplies last too. So I don't know how many they have, you know, how close they are to running out. They haven't posted anything, so I kind of don't think they would, honestly, until they run out, because they never know. I mean, someone could order a whole bunch of them and then deplete the supply. But this was that card, I think I mentioned, you know, all my woes in getting back into the swing of things. My computer and phone and everything were being really futzy with me. So it took me like, I don't know how many days to get this finally uploaded from my phone to my computer and then onto YouTube. So I have my YouTube video that shows you that stitch season stamp set. Is that what it is? Yeah. Let me look. Yeah. Isn't that awful? No, the blended season stamp set, the stitch season framelits, those are both, I show you all the product because of course that's done at the studio for a card we're making in a little while this afternoon. But this card also features the stamp set, the thank you, and then these awesome, I think they're like a label framelit. I think they're so pretty. And if you get super, super close, especially on that lighter purple, the Highland Heather, you can see the stitching around the edge too. And then there's a bow. If you guys can see, I kind of covered this up. But look at that pretty detail on that bow. I wanted to have a little bit more texture on there. But I show you exactly how to make this card, all the dimensions and everything. So check out that YouTube video, and then it also shows you all that product too. So if you think you want this stuff, though, I would order it as soon as possible, just because of that while supplies last bit that they keep throwing in there. So, and then, oh, well, here, I have to grab my little, like, I need more props today. Everything's down at the studio. Paper Pumpkin, today is the last day to not get this trash bag, but to get your August Paper Pumpkin kit. If you sign up today, you can still get it at half off. Someone's doing thumbs up, that's cute. You just need to make sure when you sign up, you have to use a new email address. So if you've subscribed to Paper Pumpkin before, don't use the last email address that you subscribed to because it's only for new customers. But a new customer is someone with a new email address. So that's easy enough. And then you have to use the code. It's Bloom, so BLOOM, and then 0818 for like August 2018. So Bloom 0818 is the code that you use to get Paper Pumpkin at half off this month. So it's only this month, $10 is all though. You get the stamp set in Paper Pumpkin kit, you get the ink spot that comes in the Paper Pumpkin kit. If it's your very first month, you get a clear block in there, and then you got all the projects with the step-by-step instructions, and then they always do a cute YouTube video too to show you exactly how to put it together if you'd rather like watch the video than read the pamphlet that they send you. So, awesome deal, but today's the last day, okay? So, let me know if you have any questions on that. Let me see. I think we are ready. I've got some more fun stuff to show you guys, but we're going to move the camera down because I want to show you my latest to-go kit class. All these things, I finally, I'm like, whew, kind of getting caught up. So I'm going to show you guys my newest to-go kit class if you haven't seen it yet. There is a video on the Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio YouTube channel. So if I forget anything when I go through this right now, or if you want to see more details later, just go to the Stamp Studio YouTube channel and you can pull up that video and see exactly everything that's involved in the to-go kits. So turn your heads away while I move the camera here. Okay. And we will show you some more good stuff. Okay. Oops, my hand's like all in the way there, right? Okay, let's see. I think we're straight enough there, right? Okay. Get my sip of water. Okay, here we go. So, This is my latest class to go. This is the, can you guys see? The Abstract Impressions class to go. I have to get all my paperwork here so I don't forget to tell you guys anything. Okay, so you guys know this, right? Oops, let's move that kind of into the center there, right? These to-go kits, I always do 4 projects. They're pretty much always cards, but I've been thinking, you know, at some point maybe we'll do something a little bit different. But for now, we've got 4 projects, and you make 2 of each of them. So I'm going to show you the cards first. So you would get all the parts and pieces to make 2 of this card that says, if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. And then here's another one. Love this designer series paper. Kindness changes everything. Love everything, actually. Love the butterfly, love the paper, love the polka dot ribbon. And then here's another one that says, so happy about your happy news. So 2 of this one with that awesome sparkly metallic petal pink ribbon. And then more beautiful designer series paper in this cute thank you card with that little embellishment there, right? Okay, so you might have guessed, obviously it's the Abstract Impressions to go kit. So it features the Abstract Impressions stamp set. One thing I will tell you, obviously, if you want it to say something different than if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000, you could use some of the other sentiments that are on here, right? You can always change out colors, you know, whatever you want to do, obviously, to customize these cards for your own needs, because I don't do any of the stamping. So you will need the stamp set. You do not necessarily need the framelits. I will die cut. Like we actually used all, well, it's 3 of them. So we used this huge detail piece, kind of detail background, that flower, and that butterfly. So I will cut these all out for you. But if you love this and want it for yourself, then you can get it in the to-go kits also. And then we used, this is the, what's it called? The Garden Impressions Designer Series paper. So this is like a total partial pack because I have ordered probably 6 or 7 of these packs and I just keep kind of shoving them together. So this is not even a total representation, but this is kind of, you guys know, this is beautiful paper, right? So that's what's featured in the class. And I will tell you also, I'm going to go through the different options. If you already have the stamp set and the framelits, you can always substitute for other product. Like if there's other stuff you have your eye on that you think that you want, you could always substitute for something else and still get like option number 1, which is kind of the Mac Daddy to-go kit. Okay, so let me show you, or tell you, I guess. So option number 1, oh gosh, I've got this cute. So this is my little tin. I was trying to find something cute to put this stuff in. This is the tin from that punch, the punch box. Oh, is that what it's called? Darling Label Punch that comes with the cute box that has the pretty, I did another YouTube video on that tin also, so you guys will have to check that out. But I love this tin as well. Totally does not come with anything to do with this to-go kit, but I was just looking at it thinking I gotta tell you guys about that fun tin also. Okay, so I digress. Back to, we have 5 different options for the Abstract Impressions class. Option number 1 includes the Abstract Impressions stamp set, the Springtime Impressions Thinlits, and a full pack of the Garden Impression Designer Series paper. Plus all the parts and pieces to make all 4 cards, 2 of each of them, right? Plus I'm going to throw in a pack of the pearls as a thank you for ordering the Mac Daddy option number 1, which is $82. Okay. Option number 2 includes the stamp set and the designer series paper. It does not include the thinlits. And then you still get all 4 cards, 2 of each of them. No pearls in that option either. Okay, so stamp set, designer series paper, cards, oh, plus you always get the PDF tutorial. That option number 2 is $54. Option number 3 is if you just want the pack of designer series paper and then the parts and pieces to make all 4 cards, right? Plus the PDF tutorial. That option number 3 is $33. Okay. Option number 1, 2, and 3 always ship priority mail for an additional $7 if you need it shipped to you. If you don't need it shipped to you, just select the studio pickup option and you can pick up your to-go kit down at the studio. Option number 4 is if you only want the PDF tutorial. You don't want any parts and pieces or product or anything, just the PDF tutorial. I can email to you right away. That option number 4 is $15. And then the last option always is option number 5, which is for anyone that's in my downline that's a part of our Inkspired Stampers group. If you want to get the make and take supplies, so I die cut everything. I cannot do the stamping. You would want to make sure to get your stamp set through your own demo ID to get your discount so you can do your stamping. But you're going to get 2 of each of these basically at cost. So the supply cost is $12 for all the parts and pieces for these cards. So you can get that one if you are part of the Inkspired Stampers group. Oh, and Sandra's saying thank you for including option number 3. I know, it was one of the things, like, I just knew I loved the stamp set and framelits and hadn't played with it enough, but I figured, you know, enough people had maybe already gotten these. So the designer series paper, you can always use more. Like I said, I think I bought about 6 packs of this paper. So yeah, so any one of those options. But if there is other product you have your eye on, you could certainly substitute if you already have these things and get option number 1 or 2, and then just let me know what you want to substitute for. So anyway, works for me, whatever's good for you guys. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you guys about? The RSVP date is it 2 weeks from today or one? Oh, what is today? I think it's 2 weeks from today. It's August 24th. Friday, August 24th is the last day to RSVP. And then the expected shipping date of the to-go kits is on September 5th. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to get one of these to-go kits together for you. You've got some time to think about it, and yeah, let me know. Okay? So that's the fun to-go kit for this month. Then, okay, fun. I want to show you. So I'm going to kind of spread it out a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys, actually, you know what I forgot? I should show you these first. So these were some other swap cards, actually, that I received on the cruise. So these actually feature the Abstract Impression stamp set and the Garden Impression Designer Series paper. And I have to, now we got to open this one up, because I didn't realize there's something fun going on with this card. It's kind of, or maybe it's just folded over. I think that's what it is. I see. So it looks like, it does go through there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is easy enough to show you guys. Oh, was it in the view? Let me make sure. So Georgia Jaguar, I think is how you say her name. I'm not even exactly sure. But okay, so this is what she did. So this is that classic label punch. And then she die cut one of those beautiful butterflies in some of our new glimmer paper. And then you also punch, so you can see that label right there, punch that out, and then the butterfly wings fit right through there. Oh my gosh, that is really, really cute. I did not understand that. Someone else was saying they had seen a video or something maybe about this card, and I wasn't really following, but I'm glad I opened that up so we can see. So hi Jerry. Oh, hi Rhonda, how are you? I'm glad you guys can both join us. So oh my gosh, I love that card now. We're gonna have to I have to leave that out because you can't tell when it's in here how cool that was. Okay, so that's one of them. Then here is another really pretty thank you card. I love that color combination. I think we did something similar in class. This is the new Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, and Granny Apple Green. Love that green. Actually, love the blue too. And the purple. I love it all. So that's another one that uses the tufted embossing folder, right? And then here, my favorite color combination, my Maize and Blue. And let's see, this one's got a little bit of a fun fold on it too. Hi, Jerry. Actually, look. Okay, so this says kindness changes everything. It flips open there. And there. Oh my gosh, that's really, really pretty. We might have to do something fun. And then this is kind of popped up on dimensionals too. Can you see that? I'm forgetting to like check the view. But ooh, that's gorgeous. So aren't those, look at, people just really outdo themselves on these swaps. Those are beautiful, right? So more good ideas. After you get your Abstract Impressions to-go kit, then you can make these cute cards too, because you basically have everything you need to make these as well. Okay, so those were some fun swaps. I didn't tell you who these were from. Ooh, this is from Meg Lovin. She does really good work too. That's really, really cute. And then this one, I don't have a name. It might be on the inside. I don't know. Okay. So, but let me show you, because you know how this happens to everybody. We laughed the other day. You see something in the catalog and you're like, yeah, that's okay, whatever. And then you see projects made with the stuff in the catalog, and then you have to have it. So this might be one of them for me. This cute, cute, right? It's an octopus, I guess, because he has little googly eyes, right? But this is one of those that I was like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's cute. But I've seen so many projects done with it that I'm like, yeah, maybe I do need it. So that's the cute octopus, and obviously there's a framelit that cuts that out. I love the net. Sorry, I'm too busy looking at this myself and not paying attention to whether it's in the view. And then some of the seaweed. And then I love that paper too. So that one, Have a Wonderful Adventure. This one was from Kimberly Dent. And then let's see, I've got another You're One of a Kind, it says. I know, I love these cards too, Kim. So this one they did, I think this is like sponging. I'd have to find out. So they embossed, ooh, with this one. All right, well, that might be a good idea maybe for, so I don't know, is September too late? I mean, around here it's like gonna be fall. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I need to do more fall, but you never know, maybe we can spread that out, maybe do it in October, more of a fall one. So yeah, that's a good idea, Sandra. But let's see, this one, it looks like they did some like with white embossing powder, with the kind of under the sea and the net, and then they did sponging kind of through in with like yellow, green, and blues. Very, very, very pretty. So aren't those awesome? And let's see, do I know who that one is from? Kay Cogbill. Oh, she does, so many of these girls, they all do such awesome work. So then this is another one that, actually it's these three, right? So aren't these all so cute? The animal, I don't even know what it is. Like I have the designer series paper because of course you had to get it during the buy three, get one free paper, right? And now I'm like, you know, I guess I probably need, maybe it's called Wild About You. I probably need this stamp set too. So look at how cute that guy is. The rhino with the little birdie on his nose or his trunk or something. I feel like this one has an interesting fold. We're gonna have to open this one up and see too. Hold on a sec. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it does. Okay, check this out. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at how pretty that is. Oop, can you see that? So it kind of opens up like that. Yeah, great animal cards for kids. That's exactly right, Kim. Plus, look at that paper. Look at how cute. I love the little birdies in there, right? Okay, so that's that. And then it opens up still on the inside. Oh, from Anne Granger. How about that? Oh, I really like that card a lot. That one is super cute. Okay, and then let's see, we've got this cute I Love Rue with the little kangaroo. Oh, and she used a couple. Can you guys see? That's the, oh gosh, what's that called? The subtle embossing folder. And then some of the scallop stripes embossing folder also. Super cute. And this one, I'm thinking, yeah, Morel Taylor. So she is from Australia. And do you guys know that? They make their card sizes a little bit different than we do. I think they make, well, I don't know if that's in Europe or wherever, but they call it maybe an A4. So it seems to me to be a little bit wider. Yep, and a little bit taller. So isn't that interesting? They just do it a little bit differently in terms of sizing. So those two are cute. And then here's this other one. Together we make a great pair. And that's another super cute. So the stamping with the leaf and the burlap ribbon and then the cute designer series paper. So people just did a great job. Genevieve Coe. Oh, she's so sweet. I love that card too. Okay, and then do you guys remember more kind of, I think this might be more of the brush show crystal colors used on this card. And then if you remember, we used, this is the Dandelion Wishes, I think it is, stamp set. We used that on the Facebook Friday a couple weeks ago. I think it was right before I went to Alaska. And then it says, I made a wish and you came true. So again, they did the embossing and then they did the brush show kind of around it. Isn't that so pretty? So it resists. They call that like the emboss resist technique. That's what's kind of used on both of these. So they did the embossing first and then they did their coloring afterwards. So the color didn't stick. It resisted sticking to the places where they embossed it. And you can't feel, but I can. So this is really nice. It's the little texture on there too. And this one is made by Amanda at inspiringinkin.com. Cute. That's really, it's, you guys probably can't even read that, but inspiringinkin with no G. Inspiringinkin.com. So check her blog out too. Okay, so I think that's all we're going to show today in terms of swaps. I've got more to show you, but I'm going to kind of spread them out over the next few weeks. I think we are ready. I got to check my notes. I'm going to get my paper here. Okay, so I'm going to get my stamping paper. So this helps me make sure it's in view because it's never in the same place twice, I tell you. And then here's the information on our host code, right? So real quick, let me make sure that we went through everything. Camera, yep, okay, all right, I think we're good. So this is the part where I just remind you, right? If you put at least a $30 online order by Wednesday, next Wednesday at midnight, you're going to get the projects that I'm going to demonstrate next, and your name goes in the drawing to win that REGALS 6x6 Designer Series paper pack, okay? Make sure you use the host code, the U643SPC2. If your order happens to be over $150, do not use this host code. Make sure you get your own host benefits because host benefits start on an order at $150, and I don't want to take that away from you just to give you a chance at winning that Designer Series paper, okay? So if you're willing to put a large order in like that, make sure you do not use the host code, right? I will still know that you put the order in and your name will still go in the drawing to win the Designer Series paper, and you always get the projects that I demonstrate, right? Hi, Alice from Massachusetts. How are you this morning? And then what else? Oh, if you bump your order up to $50, I always send you a free embellishment. And that's true, again, if you put a large order in over $150, don't use the host code. I'll still send you the embellishment. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started on our stamping. I have some really fun projects to show you guys today. Okay, so I'm going to scoot that up. Do I have a little bit more room? I think I do, right? There, well, that'll be good. Okay, so my first project, oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it too, I want to remind you guys the Super Summer Giveaway drawing that I'm going to do in September. If you post a project like the ones that I'm going to demonstrate now on our Facebook group right here, your name goes in the drawing for the Super Summer Giveaway. You get actually 2 entries in the drawing for every picture that you post of a project like I demonstrate. So just wanted to kind of put a quick reminder about that out there. We've had some sharing, but I'd love to see some more. So, okay, so this would be a great example of a card. And you don't have to do this one exactly. Thank you for sharing, Alice. You don't have to do this one exactly, you know, like this, but kind of with the same idea in terms of maybe the layout. And then this is fun, a kind of a different fold to it too. So if you see, you just start with this base right here. I'll tell you guys, this one is lovely lipstick cardstock that you cut a piece at 5.5 by 4.25. So you can actually get 4 of these card bases out of 1 sheet of cardstock, right? Because then I used the thick Whisper White cardstock. Let me pull those pieces out, okay? That got out of the way. So here is our base, right? So this is it right there. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock that measures, this one is 5 1/4 by 8 inches. And then you score it in half at 4 inches. So it's kind of a little bit smaller card, not quite as big, doesn't take up the full sheet, so that you can have kind of that cute pink outside edge, and then it just opens up like that, right? And then we need 3 strips of the most fabulous, beautiful, amazing, I love these. Can you guys see the roses? Oh my, I think they're roses, right? Someone correct me if they're not. I think they are. I'm not super good with flower because I'm like, they look a little bit, whatever. Okay, so these beautiful flowers and these beautiful pink colors, right? So you need 3 strips. So you could use any Designer Series paper, but I thought this was just especially beautiful. And I should also mention, I don't have the creator's name, but this was another swap that was on our display boards. Thank you, ladies. That was on our display boards on the Alaskan cruise. When they put them on the boards, a lot of times you can't see the names of who created them, so I apologize, but I took pictures. I took a ton of pictures. Actually, I shared a whole bunch of pictures too on our Facebook group. So scroll back and you'll see, you might even see that card shared on there a couple weeks ago when I was on the trip. Okay, so these pieces, you cut 3 of them at 1 5/8 by 3 3/4. And so if you do 3 strips of 1 5/8 by 3 3/4, they fit perfectly along there. Okay, all right, so I think we can do our stamping and die cutting and put our card together. So I just wanted to make sure you guys kind of knew all the details on that. Okay, so we have our Flirty Flamingo ink and our stamp. This is from, gosh, is it the Stitched All Around? I left it down at the studio. I've used it before because I love this Enjoy Your Special Day. I think this would be a beautiful like wedding card, engagement party, anniversary. So I think this Enjoy Your Special Day is obviously, you know, at first I was thinking birthday, but then when you put it with this really pretty floral paper, I'm thinking more like wedding or anniversary. So, okay, so we got that. We are going to use the stitched label framelits that of course fit perfectly because this is part of that suite. So this is just going to lay right on there. So let's go ahead and do that die cutting. And with the big shot that I need to grab here. Okay. Let's move that up out of the way a little bit. Okay. Oops. I think my phone is kind of off kilter, so it's kind of in a weird spot for me. Okay, so we've got our magnetic platform, our 1 clear cutting pad, our cardstock, and our framelit, our other clear cutting pad on top. Okay, we're gonna crank this handle through here. Oops, it's wiggling on me. And this is one where I like to go back and forth because that helps get all those detail cuts made for us. Let's see, is everything gonna pop out? I don't want to rip anything. But, oh, I did. Oh, bummer. Oh well, I'll do another one later because there's not enough paper on there. But you got, oh wow, I really did. You know what I wonder, ladies? Okay. Oh shoot, I bet a bunch of these things were stuck in here. Okay, we're not going to worry about it too much for today because you guys get the idea. But that's a good lesson. So this was down at the studio and used a bunch of times, and I should have cleaned it out because once these things are stuck in here, then they don't make the cuts quite as well, or the paper doesn't pop out of here quite as well. So then things tend to rip a little bit. So that's not very pretty, but we'll put everything else together and then you guys will get the idea. So that's the lesson learned here today is I have my Big Shot die brush too, my paper piercer, but we need to get all that stuff cleaned out so that doesn't happen again. Okay, so, all right, note to self on that one. We'll get that cleaned up for class. Okay. All right, but like I said, you guys are gonna get the idea, so we're not gonna worry about it right now. All right, moving the Big Shot out of the way. And let's I think we're ready to put things together. Oh, you know what else we can do though? On the inside, I stamped a little best wishes in there. Can you guys see that there without the glare? We've got some ribbon, so let's get our ink again. So with our Flirty Flamingo ink, we are gonna stamp, oops, here I am dropping things. Okay, let me make sure. I was trying to make sure that was going the right way. I'm gonna stamp best wishes right inside there, okay? So that is good. All right, now we can put things together. Okay, so I want to use a bunch of adhesive. Actually, to be honest, I did bring my fast fuse. I'm still using this a little bit, ladies, because this I want to make sure stays on that card base because it basically is our card, right? So I'm putting a whole bunch of adhesive on there. All of a sudden I'm like, the best wishes is on the right side, isn't it? I think I'm going to put it on upside down. So less forgiveness with the fast fuse. So just make sure you get it where you want. And then I'm going to lay and rub that right in there. So now that's what I was saying, like, you know, you don't want this piece to come off. You want to get that on there really, really well, right? Okay, now we are going to use, actually I'm going to turn those this way. And again, I don't know why I like, instead of using like super long strips, I kind of do but you definitely want to get your adhesive right in the corners of everything. Okay, and these actually were kind of in an order. I wonder if I'm going to be able to figure out how to get them. You know what? I don't even think it matters, because you really can't even tell once you put it on here. And this is one where I would caution against pressing down really hard. Get these kind of placed on here. Look at that. I think I did get those two lined up, because I think that's going to need to go over a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I'm all right. There, trying to make sure they're even. All right, I think that looks pretty good. There. So then you can press down. The first time I did this, there was too much room here and not enough room in that strip. So if you don't press too hard, you can lift them up if you're not using fast fuse and get those resituated where you want them. Now I am going to run 2 pretty good sized strips of adhesive right there. And I couldn't decide which ribbon I liked better. So I used the metallic ribbon here, but then this ruffle ribbon was, I think, what they actually used on the card I saw on the display board. So I want to use a little, one of each, and you guys tell me which one you like better. So we're going to just put that, I want to kind of line that up, make sure it looks like it's in the middle. Okay, then I'm going to rub hard to get that adhered down there. I'm going to grab my scissors, and you can see you do not have to, you know, a little bit of ribbon savings, I guess. You don't need ribbon in the middle, right, where this thing is going to be covered up. So, you know, you say what, an inch of ribbon there, right? So I am going to kind of lift that up and make sure that I've got it tight there. We're going to just kind of press nicely. So, right, and then with my next one that I'm going to make after I clean out things, right, I would normally have put some dimensionals on the back here and then pop that right on there, okay? The last thing, but I'm not going to do it because I don't like this one with all the rips, right? With our, these are the Share What You Love Artisan Pearls. I think I used, yeah, these a little bit brighter. These are a little bit lighter. I use those somewhere else. But I would use those kind of, I think they look perfect. They match really nicely with everything on the card. So I just add a couple of those right on the sentiment, the Share What You Love Artisan Pearls, right? So that's the basic idea. Here's my knee card, right? But that's okay. I will get that fixed later. You guys can see and tell me which one you like. Do you like kind of the, this is a little bit brighter. This is powder pink and that's petal pink. So this petal pink has a metallic in it and it's a little bit peachier, I think. And then there's this one as well. So fun, very pretty. Your name will go, well, actually not in the drawing. You will receive one of these cards if you put in an online order of at least $30 and use that host code this week by Wednesday, okay? So that's one of our projects. And then moving right along, let me get these things. So I have to make sure I have everything in order here because I got to run these back down to class after we're done on Facebook Live. Okay, so make sure I get all that put back there. Where are the cards, right? Okay, there's that one. Now, you guys want to see what else we're going to do? Yes, I've got more flowers. Did I say the wrong name? Powder pink. Maybe I said, sorry, maybe I said the wrong name. Kim's saying powder pink, so maybe I called it the wrong, the ruffled ribbon. It's definitely powder pink. I don't know what I said. This is powder pink, one of the in colors, 2017-19 in colors, okay? Oh, or maybe you're saying you like powder pink better. That's probably what you're saying. Gotcha, yep. I know, I couldn't decide. So, yeah, both of them are good options. They're both really pretty. Okay, so let me get my stuff out here and show you. Actually, here, hold on. Let's get everything out so I'm all ready to go. Get my stamps, ink, okay. And my card. Okay, so you guys want to see, did I ruin it? Did I ruin the surprise? How about this card? Oh my gosh, the roses. This is that distinctive stamp. And actually, I think maybe I had a little bit more ink in my Berry Burst ink pad when I made this one. Now we've used it at class a little bit. And so it actually stamps even better. I'll show you. Like on this one right here, I started, because we need a mask. Can you guys see the additional detail on this card versus that one's got some, but I feel like this one's got even more. So if you find that, when I first stamped this, it was kind of like a big blob. So I literally grabbed a Kleenex and just like kind of dabbed it, you know, obviously in here when it's open, but I just took my Kleenex and I kind of soaked up some ink, because these stamps, if you have too much ink in your ink pad, you don't get all of the detail that you want on these, okay? So that was my first little tip, was to tell you guys we're gonna need a mask to do our stamping. So I stamped this and basically cut it out, but you'll see I cut it inside just a little bit. Does that make sense? So I left a little bit of ink right on there. And it'll make more sense when we go to, actually, I think we're basically ready to go. I don't even need to cut that last little bit out. That'll be our mask. I'll kind of hold that like that, okay? But when you do a mask, sometimes there's something about the way this is stamping, and I haven't quite figured it out, but I'll show you in a sec. So yeah, bear with me. It'll all make sense. And then I did already stamp and trim out, because this one is going to go right on there, but you guys didn't want to watch me doing all that trimming, right? My one tip for you is when you do stamp this one that you really want on here, you can see I did leave a little bit of white around the edge. It's really, really hard to cut it perfectly at the ink line. So if you give just a little bit of an edge, it really kind of helps define the image too. Kim says, OMG, that is beautiful. You want that one next. I hear you. I know. If we, there are so many beautiful projects online too. It's funny, I didn't get any swap cards on the cruise, but there were a bunch of really pretty, actually this is another one now that I think about it. My brain has been fried. So I went to my pictures from the display boards from the cruise, and she used different colors, but it was this basic layout, and I loved it. So, but again, I don't know who created it. So, but yeah, you guys are going to get to see how to make it today, right? Okay, so let's see. This is we're going to keep this guy over here because I don't want to be stamping on him. Okay, so here is the idea, right? With my Berry Burst ink, I'm going to grab my stamp, and then I actually got this scrap piece of paper here too, because what we're going to do, you can see this one is stamped full, no, this one is stamped full strength, and then this one is stamped off first. So we're going to start with this guy right there. We're going to put our mask down. I'm going to put it maybe right about there. Okay, so I'm going to ink this guy up. I'm going to stamp it off over there, and then I'm going to stamp it right about there. And I'm going to press really hard because I want to get everything that I can. So this is what I was saying. So this is where I had my mask, and it's leaving like this little line right here. And you can actually see, and I pressed really hard, so I don't know what it is about this one. Maybe it's the distinctive that it's not, you see that? That little strip of ink didn't come off. So that's okay. That's why I cut inside here a little bit more, because then when I put my other, where's my other rose? I'll just move that up a little bit. So it kind of stamped about there, and I'll move that there. So when we do, right, if that went there, I'm going to actually move this one over here a little bit more, so that when I stamp my next one, that little extra area that isn't, oops, let's see, that moved on me, right? So if that was there, I'm going to move it over there just a little bit. So that little area that's not stamped, I'll be able to kind of fill that in. Yeah, see how that's happening again? But that's going to be okay, because I'm going to put this guy right inside here. And if it's not perfect, that's okay. But do you see how pretty that is? It just kind of fits right in there. So whenever you want to do masking, and generally this doesn't happen where it doesn't take all that ink off. I don't have an explanation for that right now. But to do the masking, you need to stamp one, you need to cut it out, and if you were going to stamp along the bottom, you'd obviously need to trim that part too. And then you just kind of lay this on here so that it helps you do your masking, right? So then we are also actually going to, same idea, we're going to use our, ooh, I do need to cut that now that I think about it. Okay, so bear with me one sec, because I need to do these leaves. That's what I realized. So let's cut this guy out. Paper snips are awesome. If you don't have them, you need them, especially for this kind of a thing, right? Super quick and easy. I'm going to lose that rose. I know I am. Okay. So I don't think we need to stamp off on these either. So with our leaves, this is my Granny Apple Green ink. Okay. So I'm going to put that, and I'm going to move it in a little bit, so that when it doesn't stamp where I want it to, yeah, look at that, beautiful. There's one there, Gonna move this guy down here, right? And I'm gonna put one maybe right about there, okay? So you see how that green is kind of protecting. And then we'll move this thing, where does it go? Isn't that funny? Now it's not wanting to fit in there quite as well. But that was definitely the bottom, right? Oh, whatever, it's good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna put that guy, move it up there. So flower, or not flowers, but leaves, okay? And then one more time, move that up just a little bit and put those right there, okay? So then we are going to add back in our flower with our, see, that actually worked out really well, didn't it? So there, we would just use this mask like over and over and over again. I'm gonna pop that actually back in my tub and take it back down to class so people can use that one there as well. Let's see, we gotta do our sentiment in our Berry Burst ink that says, "You're the friend everyone wishes they had." Make sure I've got that right. Just enough room down at the bottom. Okay, that looks good. I think that's it for our stamping. So now, trying to see, we are gonna adhere, I'll get this guy out of the way too. We're gonna adhere this white piece. I did not give you guys dimensions, did I? Let's do that real quick. Okay, so we have our Granny Apple Green card base that measures, you guys can see that good. Okay, our 8.5 by 11 Granny Apple Green, right? We cut it in half at 5.5, and then we scored it in half at 4 1/4. Make our fold, right? Then we have a piece of Berry Burst cardstock. This one measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and then just graduated in ever so slightly so that Berry Burst just peeks out behind it. This one is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So that's gonna go right on there like that, okay? All right, so we'll get our adhesive going here. Boom, boom, there we go. All around the edges. You always wanna make sure you get it in those corners especially. And then even along the middle, because you don't want it to you don't want it to pop up anywhere. Be generous with your adhesive. I think more is always a little bit better in that case, really, because you don't want it to come apart. And then we're going to tie a linen thread bow. I like to kind of pull. If you do that, then it gets the kinks out a little bit. Okay, and I get a finger, I feel like my rug burn on my fingers a little bit too. So don't be super aggressive with that because you don't want to hurt yourself, right? Okay. So we're going to tie our bow. So I just wrapped it around 2 times. I'm going to tie a bow, and then I can always move it if it's not quite where I want it. But it's easier to get it tied and then futz with it, I think. So we'll just trim that guy off. Move that out of the way, and then let's see, I think I want to move it down because actually, yeah, I need to move it down quite a bit because this one I stamped a little bit lower, it looks like, on this card. That's okay. But I need to get it down here below where my other flower is going to get layered on, right? And then do not pull too hard because you don't want to rip right along there. But if you're gentle, then you can kind of get that moved over a little bit. So I don't know about you guys, but I could kind of futz with my bows more than I probably need to, right? So I think that looks pretty good there. We'll trim him off just a little bit. Okay, now we can put dimensionals on the back of this guy, and the dimensionals, good, they're right here. Okay, so we're gonna put a couple dimensionals on the back of our pretty rose that I had paper snipped, not die cut, fussy cut with my paper snips out, and we're gonna pop that pretty rose. Let's see, maybe right about there, right? Oh, it is beautiful. Okay, one more step. Again, you want to use a bunch of adhesive along your card base, right? And then we're going to put this, or that layer, not card base, but that layer. And then we're going to put this guy right on our card base, okay? And then we have one more fun little detail to add. which is one of my most favorite embellishments, the glitter enamel shapes. Of course, we have our Granny Apple Green color, so I'm just going to pick a couple of these. Actually, it's funny because there's more white space up here. Nope, you know what? Let's move that bigger one there, and then we'll put a baby one maybe right about there. There's not really room down below. So there we go. Every card's going to look a little bit different depending on where you kind of place your stamps, but just gorgeous, huh? Yeah, it's that rose, the distinctive. So that's the other one. What is the name of this stamp set? Because I left that down at the studio too. I think this is Healing Hugs. I will reference that in, I always put these YouTube videos. Do you guys know that? I always do a blog post on gatheringinkspiration.com, and I'll make sure to refer to the name of the stamp set, but I'm pretty sure it's Healing Hugs is where this rose came from. Oh, and actually this, You're the Friend Everyone Wishes They Had, that sentiment came from the Blended Seasons stamp set, the one that's only available in August. Thank you, Sandra. She says, yes, it's Healing Hugs. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. You are on top of things. Oh, and it's, that's cute. And it's in your shopping bag, Sandra. Well, your odds are pretty good of winning next week's prize then too. If you get your order in. That's so funny. Oh, yes. Thank you, Nikki. Awesome. Healing Hugs. Oh, thank you guys. I really appreciate your help with that. So good. Then everybody else knows what it's called too. So love these glitter dots though, right? And all these fun colors. Coastal Cabana, I think. Maybe Lovely Lipstick and Gorgeous Grape, I think. Anyway, you could make them kind of bend to whatever color you need them to be too. So yeah, so that is it for today. Let me just scoot this stuff out of the way, do the quick recap so you guys know what's going on, right? So here we go. We have our DSP and our cards. Pull that back down here, right? Okay, so don't forget, if you put at least a $30 online order in by this Wednesday, you are going to get both of these fun cards, these gorgeous cards, I guess I should say, flowers. It's all about flowers this week, in your thank you package, and your name goes in the drawing for the Regals 6x6 Designer Series paper pack. Make sure you use that host code as long as your order is under $150. If it's over, don't use the host code, get your own host benefits, right? If you bump your order up to $50, you're going to get a free embellishment in your thank you package too. So thank you so much for watching, Kim. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the video today. I enjoyed doing it as always. And it really does brighten my day too. I was kind of dragging this morning, and then I do this with everybody, and it feels good. Stamping makes you feel good. So thank you guys for allowing me to share this all with you. So have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll let you know how the reunion goes next week, okay? All right. See everybody soon. Bye-bye.